And I call this the laid back episode.
That's what I was just thinking. It's a big change from my couch and probably your couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to refrain from putting my feet up because I'll be gone for real.
So it's okay for me to have my feet up?
That's what it's for.
Okay, just make sure.
Is your stuff in the shop though? Keys?
No, I don't think so. Now, I don't know where else to put the phone for microphone.
Oh man, I mean your phone usually picks up. Just have to talk kind of loud, I guess.
Yeah, but for the the podcast we were on here, so I don't I can just hold it.
But you gonna sit there holding the whole time.
Do you want to mount it in the ring?
You know what? That would be a good idea. Let's put it in the ring light.
Plus you got an Android because Androids are pretty durable.
Yeah, that's true.
The Apple people are giving something to Android.
I mean, Apple phones are durable too, but like Androids are known for being durable, like outside of being known for anything else.
All right. Well, I have, I would take my phone to a crawl space and use it as a flashlight and all that other stuff. So I'm definitely,
That's what I'm saying. Man, there's pros and cons to each one.
Mm-hmm.
Pictures and such on Apple. We ain't gonna go there. We ain't gotta go down that rabbit hole.
Welcome, guys.
Welcome to the laid back episode of the Big
And Short.
Yeah, the stomach making an appearance here too.
Oh, it is? Oh, my bad. It's the lead. Well, hey. Want to be the bee, baby. Want to be the bee.
This would be
just blur that out.
I can do that. This will be one episode I'm actually looking at the camera.
Are you generally avoid the camera?
No, it's usually I'm looking at you all. It's kind of like the actual personal conversation as opposed to look at the camera. I'm fine with looking at the camera though. I'm not a.
I mean, I can turn and look at you if you. See, you're in the middle, so it's okay. All right. Well, which one you want to do first?
Are we getting straight into it? Y'all have anything you want to talk about?
I'm a guest, so I'm just here to tag along.
We have a guest today. I'm sure you
already
are
considered next to a guest.
co-host.
He's like an unofficial third co-host.
Yeah.
Well, now you say unofficial third host.
Yeah. You want and company. The big and short of it all in company.
I was gonna say something. I don't know how it's gonna sound, so I'm just gonna keep it in my mind.
Okay. All right.
I was gonna say the big short and bald of it all.
I had nothing to do with it.
That was bad. Is that bad? Is that me? Is that bad?
It's like, don't look at me.
Nope. I'm sexy, so I'm scared.
I'm about to say, I don't think.
I'm scared.
I don't think anything's wrong with being bald.
You over here, putting it out there on Facebook, on Instagram.
I mean, he is sexy and he knows it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You turn
That was a close friend's
I'm
story.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's how you do it.
It's
Wow.
put him on blast now, Jay.
Did.
Hey man,
I'm just responding from now on.
I mean, we letting you kick off. These are your topics that you pick, so we letting you kick off the topics.
Are these topics okay to talk about next?
Sure. Yeah, let's go.
I didn't really have a good reason. Actually, I did. All right. So the reason. Do you know about Bear Girl?
Bear Girl?
Yeah.
Can't say that I do.
Okay. This has nothing to. Should we just talk about? I'll talk about it anyway. So the reason I brought this up is because I was watching Hustle and Flow, and the song "Whoop That Trick" came on. Maybe and I forgot how much I really love that song. So I was thinking.
Can I ask a clarifying question?
Yes.
Did you just actively watch Hustle and Flow, or was it already on when you watched it?
It was already on.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was thinking about what's the top 5, because I can't think of more than 5. That's not top 5 movie songs that were made for a specific movie that weren't Disney, cartoon, or musical related.
Okay, wait a minute. See, because now you're making the list even shorter. Because before you just said top 5 movie songs that weren't Disney, cartoon, whatever. Now you said made for the movie.
Well, that's what, yeah.
But it said like most movies use songs that are already created. They just put it in the movie. You talk about movies.
So that would be just about any movie. That's why I said specifically made for the movie.
made for the movie is different than using a song in a movie.
Yes.
That's what you're saying is the song was made for that movie.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. You're shortening the list, is what I'm saying.
Which is why I gave you this stuff ahead of time.
Hey man, I'm just trying to get these excuses out of the way why I don't have 5. But we'll go.
Because I definitely struggled up to 3, but you know, I mean, we can do top 3 if that's easier.
That's gonna be a struggle off the top of my head.
I don't think I got.
I didn't have the parameters of this ahead of time like he did.
Yeah,
But I do have
Okay.
some suggestions. But you have your list prepared though, so
Let's start from left to right.
left is over there.
Yeah, but from the camera point of view, you're on the left.
But the
All right, let's start from the right to. Let's start from the side to
Dexter
side.
first.
Side to side.
Go Dexter first.
Side to side.
well, we can go one each and just go down the line. How
Yeah,
about
that's what
that?
I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my first one is gonna be obvious that I think everybody would agree with, and that's "See You Again." You know, Charlie Puth and was it Wiz Khalifa?
Yeah. Now, when you say obvious and everybody can agree with, are you saying that's everybody's number 1?
No, I think it would make everybody would agree that it's somewhere in their list.
Gotcha. I was actively trying to avoid it because, and not because I don't like the song or not for any kind of reason, but it's like, I think because it's so new, but that's not a reason to avoid it.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it was definitely like I don't want to say culturally impactful.
And new how?
Yeah, it was Fast and Furious 7, so maybe that was.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Since I struggled after 3, maybe I should put that on my list. Look at you influencing me. All right, so my number 1 is going to be "Lose Yourself" Eminem from 8 Mile.
So you should jump into your number 1.
Well, yes.
Okay.
Just not only because it's a great song, not only because I actually liked Eminem, but just because of how big it was. I mean, I obviously "When I See You Again" was really big, but it's like the movie. It just like Eminem, he was at the height of his music career, and like it was almost a movie based on him. And shoot, it's like you couldn't go a whole day without hearing the song. Same thing with "When I See." Anyway, both are good number 1s in my opinion.
Got it. Woo. Oh, it's my turn?
It is.
If I had to pick, I'm not gonna give it a number, but if I had to pick a good song in the movie that was made for the movie, I would say the Ghostbusters theme song.
That one's gonna round out my top 5, but I think I might drop that for "When I See You."
I mean, that's fine. I just like half of the enjoyment of watching Ghostbusters is the song to me. Like it makes the movie, it rounds out the whole experience of watching the movie for me. I even like the remix version they did in the Girls Ghostbusters.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah,
Who was
they
it?
played at the end.
Was it like?
Don't ask me.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, so this is not me taking away from your movie at all. I guess I thought about the movie, and the reason why it wasn't as big for me is because I didn't watch Ghostbusters when I was little. I watched it in college, and it was never like on the radio for real when I would say alive, but I think it was bigger back before I was born.
Gotcha.
So for me, it wasn't a big song.
Okay. Yeah. We doing snake style, so I go again.
How do you feel about that, Dexter?
I'm okay with that.
All right, snake style.
Vanilla Ice,
Oh man!
whatever.
Yes.
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go,
Yeah.
go Ninja.
As much as I did not like Vanilla Ice, I liked that song.
Oh, that's so good. I didn't even think about Turtles. And then, what was the other one? TURTLE power. TU. Anyway, okay, I'm getting 2. All right, so my number 2 is going to be "Whoop That Trick" from Hustle and Flow.
Yeah, let's go ahead and go to Dexter.
That's fine.
We already kind of talked about it. That's the reason why you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go in a different direction. I'm gonna go "Thank You," The Fighting Temptations.
Okay. Yeah. So,
How does the song go?
This Kirk Franklin and Mary Mary.
I also have one for Fighting Temptations, but
Okay.
I'm gonna wait and let you do yours.
I don't know why I was thinking.
Wait, no, it's not Fighting Temptations. I got another song coming for Fighting Temptations. "Thank You" is from Kingdom Come.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
You got 2. You.
Oh yeah. Okay. It would be.
All right, like a motorcycle.
He Still Loves Me from Fighting Temptations.
Okay. What? Okay. What's the scene while that's going on?
The what?
What's happening while they're singing that song?
That's what they sang at the competition.
Okay. That's how I picture songs and movies. Like I remember what happens in whatever. You get it.
Is that the movie where Cuba get injured?
And
Beyonce.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So number 3, I Believe I Can Fly. R. Kelly from Space Jam.
Nice.
So when I was in church, I was in a church choir, believe it or not, and I just thought it was real crazy that we were not crazy, but that we sung that in church.
Did I follow this? This what I just talked about you? Have you ever disclosed that before?
But
you were in the church.
Probably not.
Yeah, we need to delve into that sometime.
I say we need a performance of it.
Oh, we had one day. I sung a little bit of that.
I know what you're talking
Daniel
about.
Caesar,
Yeah. My song from Fighting Temptations, I don't know the name of it. Maybe you can say. Maybe you know the name of it. Dex is the one in the barbershop.
I knew you was gonna say that one. No, I just hear the raisins. That's all right here. Love Me Like a Rock.
Oh, something about hold his hand.
That's what I hear.
But to the people watching, it was like Levert and them at the barbershop. That's that song. I can't remember the name of it.
The OJs.
Yeah.
It was Loves Me Like a Rock.
Okay, yeah, Loves Me Like a Rock. You don't know that song?
I do not.
Okay.
Rain Down was a good one too.
Yeah.
No, it's not that.
That's not it. But that is a good song in general. How many have I done? 3?
I think that's 4.
We all did 3.
Yeah, I only did 3.
We were so going to 3.
Turtles,
Okay. All right.
Ghostbusters, and that. So if I'm going again, I would say.
We don't have to. We move on to what we got preparation for. The other list.
We can pat the time with a little bit of. You don't have to participate.
Okay.
My number 4 would be the song from Sister Act 2. I don't know the name.
Designs on Sparrow?
No, the competition, when they sung the competition. Joyful.
Okay, what song am I thinking of? God is trying to tell you something?
That's
Color Purple.
Yeah, that's Color Purple. Joyful, you don't remember the guy that they rap joyful, Lord D,
And in my life, I put number 4 again. Since I was a youngster, I came to know that you were the only way to go.
Yo. You come and join the chorus, the mighty chorus.
Nope.
Really?
I did think about doing His Eyes on a Sparrow, but that's an older song, so it don't count.
Yeah.
It's all good, James.
So, with the new
I
information,
wasn't ready for that song.
but that's the only version. That's the only version I think of when I hear a song.
Really?
Yeah, it's good old Lauryn Hill. I think Lauryn Hill was a very, very attractive woman. I'm trying to keep talking loud for the microphones over there.
What they gotta do is you talk about her being attractive. Oh, I just want to say that. I just want to acknowledge that you call her attractive.
She is something.
Oh, I got one. I'm sorry, you gotta go.
I mean, I guess I'll throw in When I See You here, so we don't have to talk about it.
Okay.
When I see you, what?
Wild Wild West.
Oh,
See, I kept coming across Men in Black. I did not like Men in Black as much as I like and I never thought about Wild Wild West. I do like Wild Wild West. Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. You got another one to come back, or we going? All right. So the 2 that I had before was the Mortal Kombat theme song from that movie. It's not necessarily a song in the sense that you all were thinking, but then
What?
Mortal Kombat.
It's a song?
It's got words in it.
It's a
Johnny
song.
Cage. Yeah. It was big in my childhood. And then Gangsta's Paradise by Coolio. Even though, so I love Dangerous Minds, but the song is definitely one of it's iconic.
Okay.
I don't know if I have a fifth. I'm sitting here thinking, like, I'm trying to think while you were talking. Like, if I had to pick another song, it would be just off the top of my head from Sister Act 2, the song where the dude hits a high note at the school performance. I don't know the names of songs.
Definitely not written for the movie though. Oh, Happy Day.
Yeah. That's what I said. If I had to just, that's all I can think of. Because I guess we were talking about those movies. Those are the ones that are playing in my head right now.
Lean on Me.
I
know that's probably. I think that was made before the movie, but
don't know.
anyway, that's not so. So I did put some honorable mentions, but I'm just going to talk about Fly Like an Eagle, which was also not made for the movie, but that's the only reason why I didn't. But I did like that from Space Jam. Space Jam. Fly Like an Eagle was probably my favorite song from that soundtrack.
Okay.
What are your honorable mentions?
Axel F from Beverly Hills Cop and Iron Tiger from Rocky. But I wasn't big into Rocky, so that's not.
Axel what?
Axel F, because his name is Axel Foley.
No, I know the song, but I didn't know that was what it was called.
Yeah, Axel F.
Okay. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Because you didn't say music.
Yeah, I mean,
You didn't say song.
either. Yeah. I don't know if I might have specified song, but that's why it's not in my. It's not in my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. Was that the only two honorable mentions?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Do TV show theme songs?
So just to clarify everybody's list, right? So my list was Ghostbusters.
Yep. In no particular. I mean, you can go ahead and you.
That's all I'm gonna say. Ghostbusters. I'm trying to go in the order I mentioned them. Ghostbusters, Vanilla Ice, Go Ninja Go. You got, what was the name of the barbershop one again? Barbershop from Fight Temptations, and then come and join the court from Sister Act 2. Hey, I mentioned how I know them, man. I don't know the names and stuff.
Wow. Come and join the chorus.
That's how I know the song. Come and join the chorus.
Eminem I want to say lose that trick. Eminem lose yourself.
You do want to lose the trick. You don't want to hold on to the trick.
No, definitely. Don't turn a trick into a house.
Just.
Eminem lose yourself. DJ whoop that trick. R. Kelly, I Believe I Can Fly. Wiz Khalifa, Charlie Puth, which I'm taking your shine. When I See You, and I'm put. Shoot. All right, we'll put Gangsta's Paradise at number 5 since Mortal Kombat is an actual song, but it's got words on it. I don't know.
I would say Mortal Kombat is more of a song than the Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying Beverly Hills song is more like just music as opposed to a song to me. I'm cool with Mortal Kombat. I have no issue with that.
If I remember When I See You Again, Thank You, He Still Loves Me, Wild Wild West. I think that was all I said.
Thank you guys for partaking in my homework assignment.
I'm still trying to think of a fifth one, but we'll go on.
All right, so you said that I want to hear your top 10 TV show theme songs.
Right. Oh, y'all got a list?
I do have a list. And I ain't gonna say top 10. They're not in any specific order.
Okay.
But this is the order I have. A Different World.
Ooh. Okay.
Alicia.
Oh.
How do you?
Nope to the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Golden Girls. Good Times. Living Single. One on One. That 70s Show.
See ya. Go ahead.
Proud Family.
Okay.
All of Us. And Half and Half.
All of us. I don't know all of us.
Here's my issue.
That's
Right?
all of us. I can't remember.
Okay. All right.
Here's my issue. I like Half and Half. I like the theme song. I did not like the show.
I don't even know what that is.
Really?
I've seen it. Like I remember watching or seeing it, but I can't think of what it is.
Same with Moesha. Love the theme song. I did not like the show.
I like Moesha.
I did not like Moesha. The show.
Crazy.
It didn't click for me.
You say sister?
No, I thought about it, but I And they changed their theme song a couple times.
Yeah. I feel old now.
If you say the Wayans Brothers show.
No, that's not,
I was basically just thinking almost of UPN's lineup. You know, remember UPN?
Yeah.
I was on UPN once.
Really?
I was.
What
There was a show called Up and Running.
Oh.
It was about an art class, art school that I was in. Yeah.
Oh, so you're a TV star.
Was this a local show or was it?
Yeah, Up and Running I think was specifically Chicago.
Oh, so you're a TV star.
No, let's
Man, you
not.
got a TV star, a recording artist. Oh,
Let's
man,
not,
look
let's,
at
not,
y'all.
let's not do that. No.
Look at that. Hey, we here with celebrities, y'all. Celebrities.
We can go to you next, Larry.
I mean, I can put together a list real quick.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's not gonna be my, my official top 10, but I can come up with 10, I guess.
so I know my top 3.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I have more than 3, but for placing, number 1 is going to be the original Pokemon theme song.
Okay.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I did not say that correctly. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
All right.
Arthur.
Uh-huh.
And the rest of these you can put whatever. So Big Bang Theory.
Okay.
Power Rangers. Don't say it. It's there.
I mean, you like to bit of bip, 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 or have it go.
And here's where things start going off the rails. So I'm just gonna say I was thinking that 70s show, so I'm gonna put that in there since I that 70s show, and that's not off the rails. But Yu-Gi-Oh, Powerpuff Girls, The Jeffersons, and then number 10. I don't know.
So let me give you the list. Let me give you the list as I got so far. It's gonna be some of y'all's because y'all made me think about certain shows, but some of them you don't count them for. I count. Golden Girls, Fresh Prince. I'm gonna say Family Matters. Okay. Monk.
I know you like that show. I did.
Frasier.
Okay, yeah, I should have known that was coming.
That's not really. I was gonna say one, but that's not really a theme song. I would say Proud Family. I would say that as well. I really kind of like the Cousin Skeeter theme song. Was it Cousin Skeeter?
I couldn't remember it. I thought of the show. I just can't remember.
I kind of like that one. The Jeffersons. Amen.
Oh, I just came up with some mentions. Sorry.
What the heck was Amen?
It was a church. It was a show with what's the name from the Jeffersons.
Yeah, I ain't really watch it. It's a spinoff.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a decent show, but the theme song kind of makes the show.
We might have talked about this before.
Well, that's 9. I had to pick one more. If I had to pick just off the top of my head, I'm gonna say Family Guy.
Can I share these 3 that just came to mind before I forget them? Because I will forget.
Yeah.
So, Taina, do y'all remember that show?
Uh-uh.
It's a little Hispanic girl. She had a show for a little bit. She's gonna be at the hot next thing. Taina.
That does sound
Taina.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And you like
no
that?
memory of that at
No,
all.
it just came to my head.
Okay.
But Magic School Bus for
Oh,
Yes.
that's my 10.
Magic School Bus.
That's my number 10.
Yeah. And then all that.
Yep.
Yep, I knew somebody was gonna have all that.
My honorable mention would be Keenan and Kel theme song
I don't remember theirs.
with Coolio. Yeah. Hey, listen, we ain't gotta get into that.
So my honorable mention is gonna be SpongeBob SquarePants,
Okay.
and Boondocks,
Oh yeah, Boondocks.
and then I have a whole bunch of other shows that don't have words.
Oh, another honorable mention for me is the PJs.
I don't remember how that goes.
Something with the PJ. I don't have me to say these things, man.
Oh, I feel like the little kid in me is coming back out. Cause then Wishbone.
Oh, I just said
and
the
Dragon Tales.
Oh, Dragon Tales, Dragon. Oh, man. Good times right there. You don't know Dragon Tales?
I do. I never watched it.
Ugh.
It's okay show.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah. I did. It's crazy you mentioned Wishbone because I just said the other day I want to go back and rewatch all the Wishbone.
I can't find. Over the years I have tried and tried. I have not been able to find the show. I don't understand.
I just want to see if it still holds up. I feel like it doesn't. But
Oh no, it would hurt my heart if it didn't.
I don't know the difference between Dragon Tales, Pete the Dragon, and Puff the Magical Dragon.
Oh god. Captain Planet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Captain Planet, he's a hero.
But take pollution down to see.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, Pinky and the Brain is in it.
Oh,
my
yes,
goodness,
Animaniacs.
Okay, all right.
Oh yes, now they're high up on the list for
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
For sure.
Oh, these are all shows I would have thought of if I actually did the homework.
I was trying to think of Saturday morning cartoons too. I couldn't think of just the only one that always comes to mind is Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, and I never liked that show. And they have Biker Mice from Mars and Street Sharks and Gargoyles, and none of those shows I actually watched.
I would also put Pup Named Scooby Doo as an honorable mention too.
I don't mess with anything Scooby Doo.
I mean, not even the song.
I don't know that one, but Scooby Dooby Doo.
What
What
you got against Scooby Doo?
Got some work to do now.
You know, like a dog that semi talks.
I'm good.
It's all good. I feel like Static Shock's theme song was pretty good, but I can't remember if it had words or not though.
I think it was rapping, but yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Uh,
Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Nope.
it's alright.
So Batman animated, just thing, music. We're just talking about music. So Batman animated series, X-Men, Game of Thrones, Steve Harvey Show. I put Martin here because Martin, it's just not really. Simpsons was I know how to play that on piano, so that was for me.
Yeah.
Living Single, Good Times, Law and Order.
Living Single. I gotta replace something for Living Single. I forgot about that. We were just watching it too.
And Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like that one deserved the spot.
Sanford and Son? Or Living Single?
Sanford and Son.
Yeah, it's just music.
Maybe Jamie Foxx.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Just reminiscing. Hey guys, let's hear what you all want to say. Whenever if y'all can put some comments down below in the YouTube comments, let us know what's your favorite.
So now I'm just thinking about a whole bunch of TV shows theme songs now. Not all of them have words, but just great TV shows, man.
What else?
The Bernie Mac show. I like the theme song. I'm the man. Okay.
What?
It's in the song. I don't listen. I hear it in
Is
my
that Bernie Mac or is that somebody?
Like Mark.
That's what it sounds like to me too.
Well, I feel like he says it in the song too.
I haven't watched the show enough. Next thing you're gonna say the theme song to my wife and kids.
I don't really remember the theme song of my life.
I don't even know.
I remember the show being a good show though.
It was a good show.
I used to love the show, but I don't remember the theme song to it though. Most of the shows already have theme songs nowadays.
Mm-hmm. They just have like the kind of copy how Daredevil was, just music and
Yeah.
like it's not iconic. So what's up? Y'all got anything you want to talk about?
Well, see, I was just here to think about old shows.
Have you accepted Jesus as your Lord and Savior? I'm totally joking.
Hey, man.
How we feeling about Loki?
I'm hopeful.
Are we doing spoilers or no spoilers?
I want them to release more episodes at a time.
I'm okay with the weekly stuff because that's the only way I'm gonna stay interested. Because some of the stuff I've become despondent the word. Yeah, I can't watch some stuff back to back.
No, I need to be able to, because that's the way I'm going to get through stuff. Because if I got to wait and I'll forget about it, I don't go back to it. But if I can go, when I have a block of time, because I can't, I don't always get a chance of playing it. So if I find I got 3 hours and I got 3 hours of content, I can get through it. and then next time I can just get through instead of like I gotta wait till I can fit the time and then remember, oh, I was watching this show. Because the next time I find some time, it might be before they come out with a new episode, and then I just move on to something else that does have more content, and then I get hooked into that, and I forget all about this other, like.
Do you prefer like the whole season or just like 2-3 episodes at a time?
I mean, I prefer the whole season so I can watch it on my own time.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like at my leisure. But if they're going to do it this way, give me more than one. You know.
Yeah.
I'll remind you. You know, every week. Usually, I try not to say anything because I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. But I mean,
that's because you watch it so you watch it as soon as it drops. So you're like, hey man, great episode.
Let me know what y'all think.
It's like as soon as they press like so did like they get a notification or something. Like
I be like, I just got to work. You already watched it. Like how did?
You got all that time on the way to work.
Nah, I told you I like to be comfortable when I watch things, man. I don't like to watch it on the go because I want to sit down and be immersed in the show while I'm watching it.
So when you drive, like it's like second nature, right? Because
do not put this on a medium where it could be used against you legally. What you were just about to admit. Okay.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
And the people would just have to try to figure out what I meant by that. It's nothing
Do you have
weird.
Dexter,
And out.
We can get into law. I can see you as a lawyer.
Do you have another argument besides using something to?
I don't even know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?
Okay. All I'm saying is I like to be in the show when I watch.
When I'm chauffeured to work.
Yep. Well, yeah, I mean, even if something simple as like you know how you like sometimes you'll watch shows on your lunch break.
Mm-hmm.
Like to me, that's I can't really get into it because I know I got a short time to watch this. As opposed to when I get home, I can get relaxed and watch it and be whatever. As opposed to I got an hour, I can watch this 40-minute show before I have to clock back in. I can't do that.
But have you seen Loki?
I have.
Okay.
That's why I asked if we're doing spoilers or not.
It don't matter to me. We can do spoilers. I don't, with everything that's going on, like right now, what can we say is going on in the MCU?
Mm-hmm.
No clue.
So everybody's off doing their own thing. Loki, is any of this stuff? I don't know. You said that things don't necessarily have to and to be honest, like none of this seems like it is connecting to each other. So obviously, it's just the first episode. We don't know what's going to happen, but Kang has re-emerged.
I will say this, and this is kind of a side note, but it's also connected. I'm just glad to hear that we are still going to get the same Kang as opposed to getting the Kang recast and get somebody else.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate that, Jonathan Majors going through everything he's going through. I'm not saying what I don't know it because as far as I know, there's no verdict being given. But from what I've heard so far, things are looking, up for him. But at the same time, I'm just glad that we had to here come another guy's Kang.
Yeah, it'd be kind of hard to recast or say it's a variant when you have the Council of Kings and they all look alike.
Yeah.
So that'd be very.
It would throw the continuity off.
Yeah.
Not to kind of derail this, but to that point, I finally watched Flash. What do you guys think is happening there with that with DC?
As far as like the DC in general?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because they talk about Blue Beetle's going to be like, I know he's part of the new DC. He's going to be part of the new DC, but then the DC actually starts with the Superman Legacy movie. So everything with Flash and them kind of is just like whatever. But then you also got an Aquaman movie coming out in December, which is
all that's still part
nothing.
of the old guard. I don't think it has, since James Gunn took over. I think he's rebooting Gal Gadot, Henry Cavill, all of them. They have nothing to do with each other. But from what I understand, I want to say I heard that James Gunn said that he's moving on from Peacemaker. But then I know back in the day, I heard that he still wanted to do something with Peacemaker. But now he's got so much stuff on his plate, he may just
like the best of it.
Mm-hmm. So, I heard that Blue Beetle would be part of it, but to me that wouldn't really make sense. I know Blue Beetle didn't have any ties to the old DC, but at the same time, I don't know. Like,
But does he have to have ties with old DC?
no, but I'm just saying, like, if he said that the new stuff is going to start with Batman, then this movie still, I guess it could just be standalone. It could be standalone.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Saying that Blue Beetle is going to be a part of the new DC doesn't mean he can't come in later on. It just means this is like his origin movie, so you're introduced to him, right? But the actual DC like universe, how Zack Snyder was trying to do, that starts with the Superman movie as far as like them being connected. So Blue Beetle could come in later on, like, hey guys, and show up, once they get everybody together. But he's just a new DC character that can be shown later because he's already been introduced.
If it's gonna be same actor, same Blue Beetle, then it's gonna start with the Blue Beetle movie. Like, there's no.
But he doesn't. But he's not starting the actual the connected DC universe. He's just a new DC character that's being introduced that can come up
Kind of
later
like
on.
Moon Knight that's over there doing
Right.
as well.
So Moon Knight can come in later on in the new Marvel, but he's not technically connected to the new stuff that's going on right now.
But he is. It's a part of the MCU. It is like it is.
And
it has been stated that Moon Knight and all these other TV shows are part of the MCU.
And James Gunn has stated Blue Beetle is a part of the DC universe.
So-
He's just not starting the connected universe.
That you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't say
You
that
can,
he's a part
actually.
of the DCU, but this movie is not a part of the DCU. That doesn't make any sense.
Is that what's being said?
No,
Then it starts the DCU then.
okay. It starts the DC as far as the new DC under James Gunn.
Sure.
But as far as the DC connected universe where we're going to connect the Justice League and all those characters, like we did with the old Wonder Woman, Aquaman, all of those, he's not a part of that yet. He's just a new DC character that's been introduced.
So he's part of the DCU, but he.
So y'all keep saying old and new, and then connecting like. So I know he's done with Gal Gadot and Henry Cavill. Jason Momoa and Ezra Miller.
Yeah, they're gone.
They are.
Yeah.
So I thought there was an Aquaman movie.
There is. It's just.
But it was supposed to have already come out, but it got pushed back. And then it's like the last movie that's being made from the old DC before James Gunn took over.
We made the movie. The first one made $1 billion. Let's see what this movie can give us.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, it already been made.
Yeah.
So that's what I said. I don't know. I don't think because I don't know. I know James Momoa wants to be what's his name?
Lobo.
Yeah, Lobo.
Did y'all watch Blue Beetle?
No.
It came out?
Yes, but I feel weird.
Yes, it's been out for a while, for months.
It's been out for a minute. Yeah.
I haven't even seen it on anybody's streaming service. I don't remember it coming out to movies or nothing.
Yeah,
It came out.
Is it streaming anywhere?
That I don't know.
I think you can buy it or rent it.
Oh, no, we're not doing that.
But no, as far as like on Max, it's not on Max yet.
Oh, it is on Max?
No, I said it's not on Max yet.
Oh.
It's not there yet. It's an okay movie. It's not. You know what's weird? Okay, so I like The Flash, even though I know it had problems. It's not a great movie. I like The Flash. I even want to say I actually like Flash more than I like Blue Beetle. Like Blue Beetle, it's not that Blue Beetle wasn't bad. It's just there. The villain was throwaway. George Lopez was there, and I don't know. Like it's not a memorable movie. Like I can remember him getting in a suit, and the suit was doing, hey, I'm powering up, I'm learning you, and then fought the villain at the end, and that was it. That's the movie.
So let me ask you this question. Okay, so the movie itself was just okay to you, right? How do you feel about the overall character of Blue Beetle? Like, would you be like if he showed up later on, would you be like interested to see how he fits in, like as just a character himself in a different movie, or would you be like, oh, that's Blue Beetle?
Okay, so it may have something to do with the fact that I went with other people and I had to kind of like watch a child most of the movie. But to me, his whole personality was the suit. Was he was learning the suit, so I didn't really see his personality. His personality was just suit. So I would like to know more about him. Yeah, that's all I got.
How would you compare his origin story to Iron Man's origin story?
Iron Man was a lot more personal. It was like, hey, I'm under my father. We were doing all this, military stuff. And then I had this traumatic thing happen to me where my own stuff was used against me. Now I have a change of heart and I want to actually become good, save people and all this other stuff. But I've got this person who was like my mentor and all this other stuff. It was very personal. This is just, hey, a suit found me and I got to keep it from killing me.
Gotcha. I mean, I haven't seen the Blue Beetle, so I can't. I'm just asking.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to gauge,
I said that, bro. Keep it from killing me. But I was thinking about the villain. But I'm trying not to give too many things away.
See, my thing is like I've seen Blue Beetle in bits and pieces of like Teen Titan shows.
Mm-hmm.
So, but even still, that's not enough for me to go in with any kind of expectation. So,
yeah,
I feel like I may like it. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't watched it yet. Obviously, not really excited for it, but
I think the reason I like, and I've heard people say that they don't really care for the second Barry Allen, but the Barry Allen dichotomy between like the serious Barry Allen and the funny Barry Allen. It was fun, and then you had to see Michael Keaton be more, I don't want to say open, but he kind of took charge with his role as Batman. So it was very nice seeing.
I didn't really care for his Batman.
I liked it.
I don't really care for Kara either.
Yeah, no. She was, and so many people were like online was like, yeah, she was great. She was this, and I was like,
I kind of liked her.
She said. She was like, "Hey, I don't like humans. I'm going back to my kind. Oh, I don't like my kind. I'm going back to humans." And that was it.
Well, see, and that's what, I guess that's why I liked her, because like she wasn't in it too much to where I didn't like her, but she was. I feel like she was in it just enough to be like, she's cool. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying she was a great standout role, but like she was in it enough for me to like, I like her. Like I would be open to seeing her in another movie,
And nothing really happened to make her change her foot the way she did. Like, literally, humans came to rescue her, and she was like, "Well, I don't care about y'all. I'll do what y'all will." Then she goes and watches General Zod attack these people, and then she goes back, "Well, what made you rescue me? You could have asked that the first time."
And then she was CGI the rest of the
movie. She just kept dying over and over again.
And then she come in like, "Oh, I will help you now. Like, I'm gonna do all this stuff, and you ain't really like." General Zod did not. He had to upgrade to beat Kal-El, to stand with him. Like, he had to take off his stuff and realize he got his power from the sun. He never did that with her, and he still handled it.
Well, I guess for me it's more so like, I guess I like. When I say I like her, I'm coming from the perspective of like, I like her as the character, but as far as story wise, plot holes, trash. Why she was there, I don't know. Why she did what she did, I don't care. But like, just her as a character alone, like, she's cool. Like, if she showed up later on, I wouldn't be disappointed. I'm like, okay, hey, I liked her from Flash. I'll watch her.
Yeah, definitely. If they give her a little bit more, then yeah, I can see myself in like liking her.
Yeah.
You said so. So I mean, obviously that's what you're saying, but of course, the reason Man of Steel Zod had to upgrade is because Clark did have a lot of time to do stuff. He was on Earth, not necessarily using his powers, but he had time to adapt to Earth, as opposed to Zod. Hey, I'm coming here and I'm in my suit, but I gotta fight somebody else who's been on here. So So Kara didn't have that. She just automatically adapted. Actually. Interesting.
But to his point,
how long, they never stated how long you would have to assume
this is true.
that she had been there the same amount of time that Clark originally would have been there.
But also to Dexter's point, she didn't force Zod to have to level up to beat her, as opposed to Kal-El did.
Yeah. No, it was bad writing. Like I was saying, but she was. We don't. I'm pretty sure she might have just been in that tank for. So I mean, she didn't have enough time to be outside and. But yeah, I just think it was bad writing. It was too much going on in the movie.
I mean, it never explained why she was there. They never came looking for her. Like, how they got her. Like,
they did say why she. Oh, what did they say? It's been a while. They explained it.
Explain how they got her, or when they got her.
I can't. I remember hearing about it.
I know they had a line. I know they had a line about her, like at what age they found her, or like she crash landed. Basically, like she crashed, they found her, and then they took her to captivity from like this point on.
But see, that doesn't even make sense either. Because if that's the case, how did they know to have kryptonite to keep her subdued? Why would they just automatically like?
That I don't know.
I didn't realize they had kryptonite.
But how else would they have kept her then?
If she didn't have sunlight, then she wouldn't have been able to do anything. But
I mean, not immediately.
But even still,
Just by taking her inside doesn't just render her powerless.
But even with that, how would they know to keep her out of sunlight too?
Right, that's what I was going to say. But if she landed, let's say she landed at night. Hypothetically, if she landed at night, then she wouldn't have ever had the sun to develop the powers. I want to say at one point during the movies, I don't know, but yeah. And the way I understand it is, if you don't have sunlight, then you can't do anything. Like, you're just a regular human.
Yeah,
You know?
but I mean, if that's the like let's just set that scenario. Then they wouldn't have even assumed. Why would they assume that she was super at all?
Yeah, I agree.
The only reason I can say they would have made that assumption is because she crash landed in a ship, and it was just like she obviously not from here. I'm trying to throw something out.
And then
there.
how would only the Russians know about her?
I mean, it ain't like the Russians cooperate with America.
True, but I mean, somebody would have saw tracked falling out of the sky. If they tracked it falling out of the sky, somebody else did.
This is true.
Yeah, it's just a lot of hoes.
Yeah,
it's a lot of hoes. Then she kept making googly eyes at Barry, but never really acted on it.
Yeah, I did kind of shift him for a little bit.
Like,
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. I don't know if it was like a love interest look or if it was just admiration.
I'm glad you're alive. Are you really? Because you just left us high and dry. Now you're coming back like, what?
Maybe I wasn't there.
And when she came back with this know-how to revive him, like, how did she know that? Like, it was just so weird.
I'm about to say, she sure didn't. Like, how you know I'm not going to die if you take me up here?
When was he doused in chemicals that time?
So the second time?
Yeah.
I think it was something on the chair. They had like chemicals on it that
something on the chair, but not doused. In the other time, they said that the lightning went through the chemicals and then went on him.
I think like when they were trying to give him his powers, they did it twice. Because the first time it looked like he was about to die.
Yeah.
So the first time they did it, the second time, I know it's kind of weird to say, they did have chemicals involved, and then Supergirl did something.
Yeah.
Yeah, took him up into the sky with no chemicals.
But I mean, we just assume the first batch of chemicals was enough.
Also, was it already raining before they started?
They were in the cave, so I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
It was a lot. Yeah, like even Bruce, like just coming to this whole paradigm shifting thing in the house alone by himself.
Oh yeah.
All right, it's taking too long to get to the answer.
But I did like Michael Keaton, but I think that was part of that has to do with probably nostalgia, because he was the Batman that I grew up on. Like he's the first Batman I remember watching like in a movie. So of course it took me back to that moment when I watched it.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say when George Clooney showed up, I was like, oh dang, I wish it was you the whole time, and then Michael Keaton was showing up at the end of the movie. Like maybe I would have liked it more if I spent the whole movie with George Clooney's Batman than Michael Keaton.
What you got to say about that?
No, I think are you saying you prefer George Clooney over Michael Keaton?
Yeah, I just the character in this movie, I just would have preferred George Clooney rather than Michael. I'm not saying anything about their Batman movies. That's not the point here. I'm just saying this movie.
Okay.
I would have rather spent the bulk of the movie with George Clooney rather than Michael Keaton.
I got you. Because at first I thought you were saying you would have preferred George Clooney being in the rest of it as well, because it would have made sense him showing up at the end.
Mm-mm.
But you're saying you just prefer him actor wise over Michael Keaton.
Yes, trade them out.
Not that he's a better Batman. You just prefer George Clooney.
Yes.
I didn't care for Michael Keaton when they first showed up, and he was just a deranged old hermit kind of man in his own mansion. It just seemed weird out
With
of
all
place.
the webs and stuff.
Which, they tried to explain it like when he was in the original 1989 movie. He was like, "You want to get nuts? Well, let's get nuts." He had a kind of deranged part to him. But I still, it just didn't seem right.
I have no issue with it.
And then the two lines when he was like, "You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts," or "Yeah, I'm Batman." It did seem really corny in the show. I mean,
yeah, I'm Batman. After you're in the freaking Batcave, I yelled at the screen, "You're in the Batcave!" Why would what other conclusion have you drawn?
He's
See, lines like those are made for nostalgia. They're not supposed to make sense in the movie. Like, it's just simply there because, he said the thing that he said before.
But I mean, they could have did it another way. But like Barry was like, he's Batman.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm Batman. What?
So I know they did both of them. The first one they did it, I was like, actually, that wasn't that bad. I don't remember. Oh, then Let's Get Nuts. That one, I don't know which one came first. Whichever one came first, I was like, actually, that wasn't that bad. And the second time, I was like, okay, yeah, no, this is corny.
I didn't care because I liked it. Because, again, he's a Batman I grew up with, and I remember that movie. And he said the things that he said in the movie that I liked.
So he couldn't do no wrong? What if he...
No, I'm not saying that there aren't things I didn't like about him. Again, there is, the way I look at it, there is the character, and there is the story. So the character of Batman, Michael Keaton himself, loved him. I loved him as a character. Story-wise, with the plot holes and the things that I didn't like that he did, yeah, of course. But overall, I rock with it. I had no issue.
Well, I said I wasn't trying to, but I successfully derailed this.
That's all good, man.
I don't even know where you derailed us from.
You try to talk about Loki.
Oh. I
See how it's completed a job I did there.
I'm still trying to think. Are we doing spoilers with Loki or no?
I don't
I've
even
been asking
remember.
for like 3-4 times.
I said, yeah, let's do it.
So, okay. What was the highlight of the episode for you all?
I would say one part I didn't like. I didn't like...
So you're not going to highlight? You go straight to the negative? You go straight to the negative?
Yeah, that's the one that's standing out to me right now.
Okay.
The bridge scene when he had to run back to the doors.
Okay.
I didn't that was, I don't know, I didn't feel the stakes. It's like, this is the first episode. It's not like we're not going to have Loki. So I knew it was going to work. And then it was like, all right, we're doing this.
My rebuttal to that would be, I still felt the stakes, but not because I thought we weren't going to get Loki and he was going to be lost to time. I felt the stakes because I knew it was going to work out because obviously, TV show wise, he's in the show, but I didn't know how it was going to happen. That was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt the stakes because I know he's going to survive, but how? Like, I still don't know how. Like, is he going? I knew it's probably going to be like a last second thing. If it is last second, do they got to do something to do whatever? How is it going to happen? But like, as opposed to like, did I ever think he was going to get lost? No. It's Loki.
I don't know. I just kind of got annoyed by this shit. Like, I don't know. This is starting to wear on me more and more. With shows like, yeah, I get there are stakes, but there are also dumb decisions that people make that contribute to things being the way that they are. Like, they're just don't do this dumb thing. And so when they're doing that, I'm like, this is dumb, and I can't really focus on what I think the producers or writers, whoever conceived the episode, want me to focus on, because I'm like, that was dumb. Like, you didn't have to do it that way. You did it the dumbest way possible.
Like what? Like, give me an example.
Right now I'm thinking like what is his name? Mobius. He's out there with a big old thing on his back, first of all, and out there, and he's waiting on Loki. He didn't even have to stand out there for Loki to come back. There was no reason. So the guy's like, hey, we gotta close the doors, you gotta come back. He's standing way out there knowing he has to hoof it back.
I agree, but I was going to say that, well, if time was going to mess him up, then time was going to mess Loki up. But it's not like he had a second suit for Loki, so it didn't matter anyway. So yeah, it still was no point for him being out there.
None.
You know, I guess it would have made sense if it would have made sense for him being out there if he had to physically hold on to like the little retractor, whatever tool, to make sure it pulls Loki out of time. But he locked it in the machine and then shot the rope, so he didn't even have to do that. So yeah, I get that.
So we both got negatives.
Huh?
So we both got negatives.
Well, I was just saying that was a distraction for me.
My only, if you want, I was asking positive, but since we want to talk negatives, my only negative, and like y'all, I know y'all mentioned it, I didn't really chime in because I saw that last minute, but like my only negative about the episode is like, you got so much time to prove yourself. You got to find this time stick, and this random phone starts ringing, and you just drop everything.
And you just stop and stay.
And you just stop and stare.
So you got me. It was just like, what are you doing? This is dumb.
What's
Go
ahead.
Huh?
I don't even know what the phone was about.
I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna be something answered later on, but even still, like it wasn't big enough for you to be like, okay, I'm gonna risk losing myself to time just to not even answer it.
Yeah.
But then what even happened though?
Somebody pruned him from behind because so you had the phone ringing, then you had
Sylvie trying to break through the
She was coming out of the elevator, but then while he was noticing it was Sylvie, somebody pruned him from behind, and that's what caused him to.
You know what? This is time travel hijinks. So maybe in the future, like you said, somebody's gonna make a phone call to make him stop so that he can be there. This might be like one of those vantage point kind of things where it's like he's going back in time and setting things up so that things happen the way they're supposed to.
Also, if Sylvie's in the elevator, how did she get to McDonald's in Columbia?
I just ignored that whole thing. I'm leaving on. I don't care. Columbia.
Yeah, I think it was Brixton, Columbia, or something like that.
Okay.
Was it Columbia?
No.
I don't know.
It's somewhere in Middle America. It was like Minnesota.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I just know it was an old McDonald's. That's all I know.
She turned around, dude still talking to her. Like,
Hey,
she's
man.
not even looking at you, man.
He doing his job.
It was, yeah. Just kept going.
You get quarter pound of with or without cheese. I want everything. So how you gonna pay for that?
Yeah, I was like, Marvel, y'all being too up now. Because in 19, what was it? 19,
I think it was 1982.
was it 82?
It was 80 something. I do know.
Maybe it was 82. Because if it was a little earlier than that, they had some interracial couples in there. I was like,
I will say one thing positive about the show. I'm not saying that there's only one thing.
That's what it sounds like.
So one of my ideas about a person who kind of warps reality with his memory, it did kind of got me thinking with OB. So with Loki, time slipping. So like he in the present, he
The
did
conversations that he had with him in the past affected the present.
exactly, and it was in real time. So
Yeah.
it got me thinking like, oh, this is interesting. I would want mine to be a little bit more not as subtle, but I did like that. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good scene. I liked it. I like OB in general. The addition of OB.
Until they started trying to lock people out. It's like you could have gave him more time.
Hey, I don't blame OB, to be honest with you. I told you got 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's like he don't really know these people personally. He's just doing his job.
I only met you one time and you got off on the wrong floor. So that's 400 years ago.
Did they show that part?
That's what they talked about it.
Yeah, they going okay.
So all I know is I was taught to protect the TVA, so I'm gonna close these blast doors. Cause he said three times, so I'm giving you time.
What about you all? Did y'all have anything positive? Is it breaking? No, it's okay. I'm learning. Did y'all have anything positive about the show?
Like I said, I enjoyed the show overall in general. Like I said, the only negative I had was the whole phone thing. That was really the only negative I had.
The first time I watched it, I was actually falling asleep on it because I had worked 16 hours. I was getting kind of upset that he time traveled to a place where they were treating him like a variant. I was like, okay, I don't want to retread this, so I was happy that he was able to come back to the original timeline. And with all the different timelines being condensed into the what do you call it? The I'm gonna say main timeline.
The time loop.
Yeah. I don't know.
Temporal loop.
Maybe after the whatever the next 2 or 3 Avengers movies, is it gonna go back to being one sacred timeline? Because I know that they have all these different timelines, which is Sonyverse, the Foxverse, and all this stuff. I'm guessing eventually it's gonna go back to one timeline. It could be different ones, but just trying to understand, see where things go. We could just let it happen, but I'm just talking now.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get it, James. Like, we've had this conversation many a times on the podcast. Well, I can say maybe a couple of times. I'm trying not to get to a place where, like, I try to predict everything.
Just let it happen.
Because I do watch a lot of TV and movies, I do find myself not even necessarily predicting outcomes, but like if I watch a TV show, like I said on the previous episode, if I see a certain actor in an episode and like let's say he's hired as like a person who's part of a gang, and if it's an actor that I know, obviously he has a bigger role in this episode because they're not just gonna hire him just be here for 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. So obviously he's the person that they got to talk to do whatever. But like I try to, at least when I watch shows or movies, instead of like trying to figure out, obviously I can't completely turn it off, but I try to at least consciously just watch a show. Mm-hmm. And then like once it's all said and done, then I kind of sit back and think about like, okay, how do I feel about it, as opposed to like, man, this stuck out to me, and then I can't enjoy the rest of the episode. Like, I can't do that. I try not to do that. Because I have done it before, and it doesn't end well.
I do hope they change the name of Secret Wars from Secret Wars, but if they don't, at the end of Secret Wars, I wonder if, and this is me just, with Kang being so powerful as he is, one, I guess, will there be an Immortus at the end? Because, I mean, obviously, Kang is infinite. There's so many different versions of him, so you have to have some kind of finite stop to this. So I would assume that Immortus would take control of what He Who Remains was doing before, and then there's possibly going to be an Iron Lad. And Iron Lad, if he is a version of Kang, then he's supposed to be as powerful as Kang. So I think that's going to be kind of a power creep that's going to be hard to explain. You have this Avengers level threat, but he's a good guy now.
So I mean, they kind of did that with Miss Marvel.
But they got a sideliner. I know she's got
exactly
a movie coming out. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like she was powerful enough to basically defeat Thanos, but they had to write a reason for why she wasn't around, and then let her show up at the last minute to basically fly through a ship.
Mm-hmm. And now they got Miss Marvel and 2 other people fighting a woman with a hammer. I don't know about that movie. I'm gonna watch it. Mm-hmm. What do y'all expect from the Marvels? What do y'all?
I don't have any expectation.
It looks fun. Anyway.
It looks like okay. I'll say it this way. It looks like it's going to be a good movie, or at least enjoyable. Mm-hmm. But I don't have any like expectations as far as like any like high hopes from it.
I don't know, because I don't know what their dynamic is going to be.
Listen, I think you can plug and play Kamala Khan. She's fun. If I had to do a draft of characters I would want in my movie, I would actually have her. She just feels like she could fit in anything. Interesting. I don't like her powers though. At least, but as far as her personality,
I like her family.
Yeah. I'm glad they included them in the movie. Mm-hmm. So if y'all had to pick 5 characters to put in your movie, if you want to make a Marvel movie, a team-up movie.
Past or present?
All of it. Just make it. We don't have to worry about the story, but if we have to draft 5 people.
I don't know.
There's so many people to choose from. Kamala Khan and 4 Eternals.
So we should look at it as if we're doing the Eternals.
No. I was joking about the Eternals thing. Don't
No,
worry.
I mean, I'm just saying, I would like some type of direction for it to kind of give you some.
In other words, look at it like you're putting together a Marvel team up movie. Like you gotta combine 5 Marvel superheroes to come together and defeat this evil, whatever the evil is. Which 5 would you take?
But are we talking about actors or are we talking about superheroes?
Just the superheroes, actual superheroes like Thor, Iron Man, whoever.
Yeah. Is this too? It's too much on the spot. We can.
No, go ahead. Yeah, go first.
Okay. Listen, it's hard to do. I've done this in class before.
I'm
and are we
doing.
going by MCU power level or by what power level is supposed to be?
Just MCU.
Okay.
My first choice is going to be the animated Miles Morales.
Oh my goodness! I just said MCU.
Oh no, oh, my bad. I just want to put it out there. I like Miles Morales. No, I don't know. If I had to pick 5,
It's very on the spot. And like I know there's some people who people been wanting to see these 2 actors together, and obviously Deadpool and all that stuff. We haven't gotten them together yet. But hard.
but is Deadpool MCU yet though?
No, he's not. That's what I'm saying. Some people have been saying, putting Blade together with Morbius or something.
Is Blade even MCU yet?
He had a voice appearance.
When he was standing in the background.
Exactly.
MCU.
All right, who would I want? I mean, we've seen so many people team up in. Okay, all right.
I'm gonna take Black Panther.
Okay.
Just for the culture. I actually like Black Panther anyways.
I don't know why I want Bucky. I don't know. It's not like his personality is just. And then as far as like powers, all right, I'm gonna take that back.
I mean, he's another Captain America.
Yeah. You can write him in whatever. The man can block bullets. Like you just got a metal arm, but you can block bullets. That's some writing for your butt.
I'm gonna take Thor.
Black Panther and Thor. We gotta jump on board because it's taking some big people.
Oh, once he takes them, you can't do them? I didn't know this is what we were saying.
I didn't know that's what we're doing.
Okay, never mind.
I thought we were doing our own personal draft. My bad. So Black Panther, Thor. I kind of want to do Spider-Man, but he's young. But at the same time, he is kind of resourceful.
It's a lot of dead air. All right, we can think about this and come back with it later. Can I keep looking at your plaque? That was the lyrics to your song, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm. Yes. We don't have to talk about it though.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Black Widow.
Oh.
No, I'm not doing Black Widow. Because she dead.
Yeah, we can still take dead people because I was thinking about Iron Man and I couldn't think of who I wanted to see Iron Man up.
I would take a lot of smart people.
I was about to go the opposite way. Iron Man and a whole bunch of dumb people.
I would be like Hulk, Shuri, Black Panther, Spider-Man, and then one other just strange, Doctor Strange. Just throw him in there for good measure.
Iron Man, Adam Warlock, Hulk, when he's not Professor Hulk, so before then.
But is Adam Warlock a hero though?
Yeah, he's with the Guardians of the Galaxy now.
He is. Which is why I asked if it's MCU power level or it's supposed to be power level because I thought about him.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it makes because he in credit he is part of the yeah.
No, let's take Rocket back. It was somebody else.
I thought about Rocket.
Star Lord. Star Lord. He's not dumb, but he's.
Yeah, he's definitely not getting picked.
What y'all don't like about Star Lord?
What does he do?
I'm just trying to think of the dynamic. Like I'm all so.
What does Star Lord do?
He's the leader.
Stuff up.
He's the leader.
He's the leader.
He's the leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
How well he's led the Guardians of the Galaxy?
I could have sworn that he did a successful reconnaissance mission against the.
Oh, he led one mission.
The man. Look, they are the Guardians of the Galaxy. They have a whole station on nowhere where people
I
go
mean,
for help.
And I don't see him being a leader in any like
Other team.
mature team. Yeah, like team that like these are people that you got Mantis, you got Drax. You got
All the reason he is the leader is because he came up with the name.
That being said, if he wasn't a competent leader, then I'm pretty sure Gamora wouldn't have been there, or she would have led the team.
No, she just.
Well,
She usually is just like telling him about like himself, and she'll just go along.
If he isn't competent, then I'm sure everybody would be like, you know what? I think Gamora should lead. And
I feel like she's de facto leader.
yeah,
what?
she's like the unofficial lead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first of all, I just want to say I wasn't picking Star Lord because he can lead. I'm picking him because I think that they would have a
So
funny
you just
dynamic.
But here's what I'm saying: like outside of him being a leader in your mind, even just skill wise, what is he gonna do?
As a team, he does very well.
Okay,
No.
he could have single handedly stopped the Infinity War, but you know.
What he could not have.
He could not have stopped it, but he's the reason why it did not stop.
Well, that's why. Reason why I say he could have stopped because if he just focused and pulled the glove off instead of getting emotional,
He didn't even have to pull the foot. He just stayed out the way.
that's true as well.
Nebula was doing the same thing. You better not say nothing bad about my baby. Nebula is Bay.
What you mean she was doing the
protects.
same thing?
She was in the background doing nothing.
But I'm saying that's fine. Just don't contribute to the opposite.
Yeah,
of
she
our
was. She
objective.
was in the background, but she wasn't in the background.
He
messing it up.
actively like caused the battle to be prolonged.
He was a major catalyst in the Infinity War.
But he was
continuing on.
also the reason that they almost got the glove off in the first place. He said it was my plan. It was a good plan, wasn't it? So if it wasn't for him, it wouldn't have went down the way it did. Good leader.
So are you really believe that was all his plan? Tony Stark didn't have nothing to do with it, despite the fact that Tony Stark was there. He sat in the back seat
And
to
so-
Quill.
I'm not saying that the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm
That's
not
all.
saying the whole thing was his
I
plan.
mean, but we also know that Peter Quill puts on too. So do you really feel like him taking the? Because remember how he was doing with Thor, and how his ego just causing him to go away. Like you do a lot.
The only way I would give him a good leader, anything, is I feel like he's a good leader in the sense of he creates an environment to where everybody feels appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's voice matters. Everybody's opinions matter. And he sets that environment. As far as like him being an actual good leader, I don't.
He did a dance off to distract Ronan, and then they got the Infinity Stone out of dude's grasp. He did.
Was that being him a leader, or was that him?
He came up with the plan. The second at the beginning of the Guardians of the Galaxy 2, they were able to fend off the monsters from the battle. At the beginning of that movie, they did that very well. I can't remember Ego because that movie just sucked, so I don't remember the end of that movie. The third movie, they successfully launched a whole mission against the High Evolutionary.
The reason why I feel like that one was successful.
Mm-hmm.
This is the only way I can, because that's the most present one in my mind, I guess you would say. It's probably not the way to say it, but like, I don't think he was the person behind that plan. I think, to my point, the only reason why I would give him a good leader is because he was able to come together with everybody to plan something to have a successful mission.
That's what a good leader does. He takes other people's suggestions and make everybody feel. And yeah, that's a good leader.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only way I give it to him. But he doesn't do that often, though.
Because you don't have to. If you are the leader, you don't have to.
But my point is, you trying to make it seem like he's shown good leadership all the time. I'm saying he doesn't.
You know what happened when they didn't listen to him? He was sitting there when Thanos had he got the altering. I can't think of what it is. The
Mind?
reality storm.
Reality?
Stone. Yeah. So he was like, all right, you go left, you go right on 3. They did the opposite, and it all fell apart. That told
But
you
if he's
right
a good
there.
leader, they would have done that.
That I'm just saying. That's why they should listen. That's why they have been listening, and why everything.
Well,
at this
the
point,
point I'm
I'm
making-
trolling. At this point, I'm trolling.
The point
just
I'm
like
making
when
is-
everybody says Goku isn't a good dad. I'm
The
just
point I'm
trolling.
making is, I know you're trolling because I got that halfway through. The point I'm making is, at that moment, they were an established team, right?
Yes.
So they would have already listened to him in that moment if he was a good leader because they've already been following him.
At that moment,
They'd already had 2 movies.
yeah, I'm trying to think of. I think the Thor thing was after because they hadn't met Thor yet, right? They hadn't met Thor. I can't.
So what we're gonna say is whatever team James put together, Peter Quill is the leader.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Because Iron Man, Peter Quill, Adam Warlock, some other group. I'm just trying to think of all the people that's going to know Iron Man, and I don't know if Rocket's going to ignore.
And Peter Quill
He will.
is gonna lead them on.
No,
Yeah.
Iron Man is the leader.
Iron Man does not want to lead.
Yeah, I would be okay with that. Iron Man. I mean,
You have a leaderless team.
I think this is fun. This is a fun movie. I would love to see this
Wait,
movie.
I'm not saying it wouldn't be a hoop, or a ride to watch, but
They're good guys.
that team is not going.
They're always going to win because they're good guys.
They're gonna win by the seat of their pants. They're gonna shoot for the hip the whole time.
All right. I said, I gave my. I'm going for funny. Go for it.
Okay. I don't.
Nothing.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of talking about anything. I'm sorry.
It's all good, man. It's all good, James. I mean, I knew before you even mentioned Peter Quill because I knew you would pick him strictly not before, but because of like humor or whatever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when you said he was a good leader, I was like, oh, okay, wait a minute.
They have successfully guarded the galaxy,
Hey, man.
and who knows how many times we don't see what they do off camera.
Who says they've guarded the galaxy?
They have
on
suits. They protected from Ronan.
Okay, they protected one place. Was that guarding the galaxy though?
If they didn't, then Ronan would have went on all kind of a spree. He would have destroyed Thanos probably.
What did you do before then though?
He was working for Thanos, but he got a power stone, so then he was able. If they didn't stop him then he would have messed up the galaxy.
So what you're saying is they prevented the galaxy as opposed to guarding it.
They guarded it. They prevented this guy from messing up the galaxy, so they guarded
So
it.
while they were preventing this guy from messing with the galaxy, what was happening on the other side of the galaxy?
Nothing, obviously.
You don't know. You just said they did stuff off screen, so I can say other people have been messing with the galaxy off screen as well.
That's fine, but they can't be in 2 places at once, so they guarded the galaxy from this guy, and they
Who said they can't? They got a whole team.
but they can't do things separately. Star-Lord just has guns and rocket boots.
Exactly.
They got to be a team. Now they can have different units. They can be like
He can't do anything.
the Green Lantern.
That's my point. That's
But
what I
as a
want-
leader,
that's what I want you to get to.
as a leader,
He can't
Captain
do
America
anything.
has a shield
Yeah.
and big muscles,
He can also jump out of a plane with no parachute.
but he can't guard the whole world.
He can also pull a helicopter with one arm while holding onto another building.
What I just said was against what. But I'm okay. Anyway, just I don't. I gotta go.
It's all good, James. That's been a riot. It's been fun.
You want to plug yourself?
Plug myself.
Mm-hmm.
Remind me what plug myself means.
Say about your social
yeah.
medias.
Yeah. I didn't change my handles again, so I don't really remember. I feel like you can find me on IG at _DexLou_. That sounds right. Don't look me up on Facebook. I deleted my Twitter because we don't believe in supporting Elon Musk anymore. Okay. So yeah, IG. Look me up on IG.
You can find me on Twitter /X at HAPPY_MILLS. Why don't we support Elon Musk? I mean, it's not like we're paying him. I guess there's ads, but
Yes.
you can find me on Instagram at HAPPEE__MILOS. We have a YouTube, the big and short of it all.
That you should like and subscribe to.
Yes, please do. We have some
That's what?
we got some people that watch our videos.
This is very true. There are people who watch, and you are one of those people. If you got to this point,
We appreciate you.
we greatly do. We greatly do appreciate you because who else am I gonna let the bottom of my stomach hang out for?
I'm about to say, you gonna plug? Is he gonna get a plug?
You can find me on Instagram at DA_bear29. We also have a TikTok as well. Big and short of it all.
That's fancy.
I just want. Go ahead.
That's like your ring light.
I was just about to say. I just want to greatly thank our third host Dexter for allowing us to utilize his area and his facilities to shoot this episode on this comfortable couch.
Big comfy couch.
The big comfy couch. Yeah.
I almost got caught up a few times.
Listen, this is probably the most quiet episode we're gonna have as far as background noise.
This is true.
Yeah. And he did allow us to utilize his ring light as well.
It's not mine. It's my brother's.
Oh, well, he had access to a ring light that we could use. So
Mine,
we appreciate that.
If you want to talk about other stuff he has in his house, we got.
I mean, he do got a zoo out back. We didn't want to talk about that, but maybe some other time.
They're building a theme park in the backyard.
I slid down a slide to get from the second floor to the first floor.
Mm-hmm. Did you? Was it kind of like?
I thought I was gonna get stuck halfway through.
I was trying to make it connect to Barbie. It didn't work.
It's okay.
Womp womp.
We're gonna end it right there, guys.
Thank y'all for watching.
Appreciate it.